After 50 years of striking fear in America's enemies, the A-10 aircraft will be retired this month from an Air National Guard base in Maryland. As one warrior fades away, the mission pivots toward a new face of war. Mikenzie Frost reports from the flight line.
It's a smoke signal and distinctive sound that many American troops know well. After waiting for the perfect moment to unleash a 30-millimeter rotary cannon with the ability to fire up to 3,900 rounds per minute, the sound of the A-10 Thunderbolt swooping in can often mean the difference between life and death.
Sometimes you can tell by the urgency in their voice, the situation. You'll hear gunfire in the background, things like that.
The A-10 has been a hallmark for destruction on the ground overseas. Colonel Chris Palmer of the Maryland Air National Guard knows what it's like to be in the sky when soldiers need him the most. What does that feel like for you?
Oh man, the adrenaline gets going right away. The best thing that you can do is take a deep breath and slow down, because the situation they're in may be the toughest situation they've ever had in their life, and they need a calm attack pilot presence to arrive to sort the situation out for them.
Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Griffin has also deployed with the Guard overseas, this unit completing 8 combat deployments since 9/11.
I've been approached hundreds of times in my life from random strangers that have, thanked me for saving their lives or their friends' lives. It's pretty powerful.
With a gun designed to pierce armor, the A-10 was developed in the 1970s to counter Soviet tanks in Europe. First introduced in 1977, these flying tanks took off in popularity and use during the Gulf War. And in the 90s and 2000s, the military leaned on the A-10's capabilities to overwhelm American adversaries all over the Middle East.
Is there any other plane in the Air Force that can do what the A-10 can do?
Not in my opinion.
Hey, they're right here on us!
Soldiers' admiration for the plane evident all over social media feeds too.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's where they were.
Despite the support from pilots and soldiers, the Pentagon has tried to retire the A-10 several times in the last decade, only to be saved by Congress. But now, the end of the runway has arrived for the A-10 as the Pentagon shifts toward a more modern fleet. Without aircraft, the Air National Guard in Maryland will zero in on the next critical mission, cybersecurity. In modern warfare, you don't have to be a superpower to cripple your enemy. Only internet access and an army of hackers can bring down both economies and infrastructure.
When you see an A-10, for example, and you see, a bomb on it, you know exactly what that does and what the purpose is. What is an offensive cyber operation?
So that's a tough question to put into short words. At the very basic level, it's about both attacking enemy networks and defending our own.
Colonel Jason Barris is the commander of the Cyberspace Operations Group that has already been part of major military exercises with America's allies.
We say hacker on hacker, so think about access or any type of effect on an enemy network. And beyond that, it gets difficult to talk to because of the nature of what's done and the way that we guard kind of capabilities.
But after flying these aircraft for decades, the A-10 retirement is felt strongly here.
I'll certainly be proud of the legacy. It'll be difficult. I'd be lying if I told you anything different. It will be definitely difficult and definitely leave a void on this flight line for sure.
For Full Measure, I'm Mikenzie Frost in Maryland.